Hello and welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Samantha and I am the founder here at Better Balance and Flow. Right now we are launching our annual body restoration cleanse, and I know a lot of you have been wondering what it's all about. So in this video I'm going to take you through exactly what you can expect when you sign up with us, and I'll be updating you each week so you can see firsthand exactly what goes into it and what you can achieve by giving your body a little bit of a break from those common allergens and additives that are added to our food every single day. So in today's video, you'll get to see where I'm starting at, what typical meals are going to look like, and what types of activities I'm committed to over the next 3 weeks. But before we get started, do me a quick favor and hit that subscription button if you'd like to see more content just like this on our channel. And go ahead and ring that notification bell to make sure that you never miss a video. So when you sign up for the body restoration cleanse, the first thing you're going to get access to is our Elimination Cleanse guidebook. And so inside this guidebook, there is a breakdown of exactly which foods we're going to be eating throughout the cleanse, which ones we want to sort of stay away from or limit as much as possible. And I'm also going to give you access to a daily checklist. So if you're ever feeling a little bit lost or confused about what's supposed to be going on, you can just refer to that list and sort of go through what your morning might look like, maybe some snacks or some activities, some things you might want to try like dry brushing, maybe doing some gentle exercises, like for me that's yoga, maybe going for a hike. Things like that are going to keep you on track throughout the week so you don't feel like you're falling behind at any point. I know that part of this video I included for you is a little sneak peek of what my groceries are going to look like, and so I've written down here a little sample of what my meals are going to look like for the week. Everything's all set out: the breakfast, the lunch, dinners, and a couple of snack ideas down here. And so we're going to try and stay with whole foods in their natural form as much as possible. And we're going to stay away from things that are common allergens or irritants for our bodies that lead to things like inflammation, bloating, acne, and fatigue. So for me, that means I'm doing more of a vegetarian sort of style, although I will be including some meats like fish and chicken, just lighter, leaner meats. We don't want to stay away from things that are going to be too fatty as well, because again, part of this cleanse, why you might be deciding to join up, is you want to get a little acceleration boost to help you lose weight. So we're going to stay away from those high fatty sources and sort of stick to some more all-natural, plant-based, whole foods throughout this week. And so one thing that I love about this cleanse is that it's not the typical ones that you see online about, juice cleanses or fasting for hours at a time. What we want to focus on is really getting in tune with our body's signals and understanding what those really mean when we receive them. And so understanding what true hunger and fullness is going to feel like. Being able to differentiate between hunger and thirst is another good thing, because sometimes we end up overeating just because we think that's what our body is requiring, and really all we need to do is have a glass of water, right? If our skin is feeling a little more dry, one thing that some people might not even notice is that when you yawn, sometimes that can be a symbol of dehydration. And so making sure that we're finding a good balance and taking this cleanse, going on this cleanse, this 3-week journey, is a good way to get back to basics for your body and understanding what those signals really look like. All right, guys, so you can see a little sneak peek of what I'm gonna have during phase 2 of our cleanse this week, okay? So we're looking at, again, whole food sources, everything natural, everything kind of homegrown. We wanna stay away from those things that are gonna trigger those responses in our body that cause, inflammation, that cause upset stomach and all those kind of things that comes from high sugar diets and high fat diets. So you can see that I have on the left there lots of fruits and vegetables, lots of bright, vibrant colors. I've got mangoes, I've got figs, I've got peppers, I've got snow peas there in the middle. I have some protein powder on the edge there too, because we want to make sure that even though we're trying to limit the amount of protein from animal sources, we do still want to make sure that we're satisfying our body's needs, right? And we're going to feel more hungry if we don't have that protein satiety throughout the week. And so Vega proteins are based on a pea protein. So again, if you're looking at protein powders, stay away from the whey powders. In the middle there, you can see that we also have some noodles, and these are rice noodles. We have soba noodles, which are made of buckwheat. We have rice paper, because I'm thinking about making some spring rolls, some nice, fresh, vibrant snacks there. I have some rice cakes there also for breakfast in the morning to smear with that almond butter, all natural. It's just almonds and oil, that's it. if you're going to the store and you see stuff that has all those extra preservatives and make it, keep it shaped, which we love, it's so much easier to spread that way. But if you're looking for something, again, more whole and more natural and more true to what it is you would find in nature, you're going to look for those ones that have the oil there. It's separated and it just takes a minute to mix it. You can even just turn it upside down overnight and the oil will transfer through the nut butter and sort of incorporate more easily, more fluidly. In the back, I have my favorite Earth's Own almond milk, and that's unsweetened, again, staying away from too much sugar. I have some vinaigrettes there to make salads with my field greens on the side there. And that one, there's a zesty Italian, which, just oil, lemon juice, and some herbs. And the other one I'm excited to try is avocado and green onion. And so finally, we have some fresh salmon on the side there again. We can have some meat sources, but we want to stay away from those high fatty ones like lots of ground beef or full fat steaks with a lot of marbling. Sorry, tripping over my words. You also want to stay away from pork and all those kind of things. So having lean sources of protein like turkey, like different kinds of fish, trout, cod, or again, vegan sources like lentils and beans, stuff like that is going to be really good for you during this week to make it pretty much easier on your body to digest and sort of go through everything that you're filling it with this week and get lots of a wide variety of nutrients and minerals, okay? And so for me, going into this cleanse, just to give you a little bit of background, so currently I'm sitting at about 165 to 167 in terms of weight. I do want to improve my own muscle tone just for my own comfort. It's not a necessity necessarily. So this cleanse for me is more about getting rid of those cravings, those hunger pangs and those drives for those addictive foods for me. That is sugar. Most often you might notice in my face when I have acne bloats and things like that. I have a lot of chocolate in my diet. It's one of my little, guilty pleasures. And there's nothing wrong with having a little sweet treat every now and then, but we want to make sure that we find a good balance. And so that's what I'm going to be focusing on for this cleanse. I'm going to be doing my best to keep up with my morning pranayama and meditation. I like to start the day off with a little bit of 10 minutes to sort of set the tone and get my body, my mind in the right place, as well as in the evenings to do a little bit of journaling to sort of de-stress and decompress, allow your body and your mind to sort of digest everything that's gone on throughout the day. And included with that, I'd like to keep up with my yoga routine and doing a little gentle stretch in the evenings as well. So if you'd like to join me for some of those, I know we will be switching up the calendar coming up in the next couple of weeks. We're going to be having some more evening yoga classes later in the evening, maybe before bedtime, as well as possibly some ones early in the morning. So if that's something that you'd like to join in on, let me know in the comments below, or just head over to the website and sign up. So with this cleanse, what we want to be a little bit mindful of is that when we talk about allergens and additives and the way that they affect the body, we can sometimes in our diet, the things that we come into contact with just from regular or grocery products that have a lot of preservatives in them, we get a buildup of toxins. And so there are a couple of ways that those can be released in the body. That is through our skin when we're sweating. That is through, obviously, our bowels when we go to the restroom. Another one is that's from coming out of our kidneys, and also through our mucous membranes. So one thing that I'm going to add to my diet throughout this cleanse is detox tea from Sapology Steep Tea, and that includes two very important ingredients. They are burdock root and licorice, and they're going to help with the elimination from those systems that I just mentioned, the kidneys, the mucous membranes, and the lungs as well. So for me, that's going to be essential having those. They are 2 tea bags per day, and each tea bag is considered 1 dose. It is a natural health product here in Canada because of those medicinal ingredients. And so it's also, it tastes pretty good to me, so I don't really mind that much. I'm a bit of a teaaholic, and this is going to be an herbal tea as well. So if you're doing this cleanse and you're thinking about taking on something like a detox tea from Sapology, again, we're staying away from caffeine, so limiting your coffee as much as possible. And if you want to have tea, the lower caffeine teas, or no caffeine at all, like the herbal teas. Rooibos is good for that as well as what's the other one there? I think white tea is the other one that has the lower amount of caffeine in it. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can, again, head over to the website and it'll be right there on your navigation bar. Hit Sapology. I can also leave the link below for you in the comments. So if you'd like to check that out, just go ahead and click that button. So with our meals, and when it comes to meal planning and thinking about what your diet is going to look like throughout these 3 weeks, you may want to think about some Ayurvedic recipes, and that's not necessarily essential in order to do the cleanse. And just for me, I believe that because of the basis of what it's in and the way that it sort of works with yoga and helping the body to sort of detox and cleanse and finding what's best for your body type for the season, your dosha. For me, that's kapha, very stagnant, heavy energy sometimes. If you think about winter, I'm a winter baby. So a couple of cookbooks that I came across that might be helpful to you. One of them is the Everyday Ayurveda Cookbook, and that is a seasonal guide to eating. And this one is great for finding recipes for, the current season that you're in and helping you transition from one to the next. So again, we have the kapha season, we have our pitta season, and we have our vata season. So finding recipes that are good and gonna help you find balance in whatever it is that you're going through in this current moment. And the next one that we have is What to Eat for How You Feel, the new Ayurveda Kitchen. And that one offers recipes with a bit of a Western twist on them. So if you're a little bit nervous or skittish about more Eastern recipes, these are things and ingredients and combinations that are going to work well with some of the things that you might be used to already in our Western society. And so we're going to have some great flavor combinations and some great ideas in this one. And these are all pretty low cost books, so don't worry about spending hundreds of dollars. The last one here for anyone who may be short on time, maybe you have a busy schedule, we have the 30-minute Ayurveda cookbook. And so these are all going to be recipes that can be done in 30 minutes or less, minimal ingredients so you're not running from one thing to the other and searching through your pantry and things like that. But yeah, these are some great options to get started with, even if you're not doing the cleanse right at this moment. Maybe you're just interested in getting into Ayurveda cooking a little bit, and maybe check these out. So again, the links for these are going to be in the comments below too. And so that's all I have for you this week as we wrap up our cleanse prep week and we head into our full cleanse phase 2 tomorrow. And so again, we're going to be starting with some of these recipes that I have here. I'm going to do a little bit of meal prep for you so you can see what that looks like, and also you get a sneak peek at some of the activities and some of the ways that you can find balance throughout your day during this cleanse. So see you in the next video.